at you one more. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored. Definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thanks so much for the love and support y'all are constantly giving me each and every day. It is truly a blessing on so many levels, and I sure appreciate you for that. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up, tell me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and hitting you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos give you a good uplift or just insightful, that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times and just needing spiritual guidance or confirmation or validation towards life path, or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give it a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It is greatly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of this video. Y'all, I don't know if the devil's being busy today, but I'm not giving him anything to do. I've been trying to do this video. This is like I think almost my fourth time about to do this video. Is making Twin Flame 101, Heyokas, making your mental health a priority, your top priority, your main priority. You know, with us being on our mission of purpose, it can be very challenging. Very challenging. You get placed in certain situations just to see how you're going to react, how you're going to see it, how you're going to move forward, how you respond. Are you going to absorb? Are you going to observe? Are you going to react? Are you going to respond? You know, all these different things are taking place to help you grow, help you heal. There's connections that we constantly have with toxic people, that is either, you know, narcissist, sociopath, psychopath, sadistic, sadism, whatever. You know, all those different things in our lives is supposed to help us break the pattern of what has been transferred us from generation to generation to generation. And there's a lot of times where I've connected with so many empaths. At times it's hard for us to say no. And you have to have that tough backbone. If you know you're drained, and if you know you needed that private time for yourself, you have to be able to say no. And sometimes you feel like, what if they take it the wrong way? You know, are they mad at me when I say I have to do this? You know, we'll go through that, especially if you got OCD, in different situations that are taking place. And it's just like a lot of times, you know, we'll create a problem when there was not even needing a solution. A lot of times you have to understand, okay, if you know you didn't say anything the right way, you know, if that person brings that back up again, and you know, hey, you know, that conversation we had the other day, I do apologize if you took it took it the wrong way or whatever. And I was just like, you know, I apologize. And I've been in situations like that. Like, girl, what are you talking about? Oh, you know, and I'll be over here wrecking my daggone brain over a conversation they already done forgot about. And a lot of times we get very lenient about placing boundaries up. You have to be in a situation where you have to show folks the door, like the door. You know, you have to be able to do that, because sometimes when people see empaths, they think it represents ignorance or idiot. No, it's just the fact is we carry heavy empathy because we see things different, we hear things different, we view them a lot differently, and we're all on that main, you know, that main transition of working with our inner work. You know, a lot of us are going through shadow processes and stuff like that. Being able to admit there's parts of you that may be at low self-esteem. There's your fears, your doubts, your concerns, all these different things that we have traits for that we're really having to bring to the surface, not allowing ourselves to ignore things anymore. And a lot of times things are being placed in your life. You know, you can wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, I'm having a good day, and go like nothing, you know, nothing stopped my day, nothing for me being positive. Everything is seen as a blessing until you on your way to work and somebody sit up here and fly right in front of you. You don't call them every name in the book except the child of God and the name of mama gave them. We've gotten that way before, and it's just all of a sudden you still bugged out. It could be 4:15 and you about to go home, and you still mad about that situation that happened early this morning. A lot of times we place energy, unnecessary energy, on people in situation that was just there. You know, you never know. That person might have just, hit you, got into that situation and cut you off. You never know. There could have been an accident was right ahead, and y'all all would have been popped up into that. I've seen so many different situations where fate played out a good game for you, and all those. And it's just like, you have to be able to take care of yourself, because there's a lot of times I done sat up here, even what was about 6-7 months ago, or maybe even almost a year ago, I used to put out like 12 videos a day, 2 weeks straight. 2 weeks, knowing I don't even know how the heck I survived. Let me try that mess now. I'll be lucky if you actually get 5 out of me in 5 days in a row, but I'm allowing myself to grow through these process. I get to be able to connect with y'all on so many different levels and stuff like that. And it's just like, if you're going to be that person that was placed on a purpose where you're doing the things like I do and you're on that same kind of content, you have to be able to lead by example. And I had to remind myself of that. You can't tell somebody, oh, be patient, things are coming to you in unknown ways, and then now you sit up here in your situation about to lose your everlast mind, your last nerve and your first nerve that you just recovering. Situations like that you have no control. Only thing you have control of is how you focus on a situation or a person that's going through, taking you through the ringer. How you tend to see the if it's bothering you, there's something inside of you that may be mirroring out to you that you need to pay attention to. Or if you already understand that this is not a part, your growth or process, your growth process was probably just to be able to meet them, learn their life lessons, be able to do that. But when the toxic traits start popping up, in which we choose to ignore a lot of times, we allow ourselves to sit in a situation when we're not even supposed to be there. And it's just like so many different things that I've gone through. I can truly appreciate, there's days that, I'm going through things, like I tell y'all, not every day is positive for me, but, I have to be able to see the positive out of that negative situation, because it's a part of my growth. If you about to put it on a place where, in a situation as in what I'm doing here, and I let every negative thing that comes my way disrupt my mood, I'm not in the right field. You have to be able to have a very tough skin for the things that you do here, because you're going to deal with people that are going to appreciate the videos that you make. You're going to have people that are going to come to you and feel you as a threat. So they want to sit up there and contradict what you're doing to steer you off from doing that, because they find something in that they don't like that you're doing. It's just like, was it yesterday day before yesterday? It was day before yesterday. I made that video talking about you're coming close to something that they don't want you to find out. When I notice I do videos like that, I get a thumbs down. I have like one thumb down and about 50 likes. That main person that did that thumbs down is the one who don't even want to see me prosper. That's a mental illness when you come along and you get on social media and you follow somebody or you friend request somebody that you're only being nosy for, comparing your life. Everything you see on social media that people post ain't always how their life is. They want you to be able to see it how they want you to see it. Not everybody's life is like that. And then we picture this image of that person or that sequence of the illusion, and you getting all upset because you're comparing your life to what somebody else's life is. And it's, at times you're going to be in situations where you have to be able to allow yourself to not take things personal. People are their own walking punishment. They don't like you, hell, they don't like themselves. When they see something that threatens what you're doing, they're going to go all above and beyond to try to get some kind of reaction out of you, trying to see what you're going to do. A lot of times the best reaction is no reaction at all. I go through different experiences a lot of times. When I go through stuff like that, I don't even allow it to be a part of my thought process. I'm not about to give that kind of frequency my airplay. But I had to go through a lot of situations where I allowed myself to not manifest something that was just there for a life experience. We're all working on that when we're working on our manifestations. And even though things may not be going in that speed that you want them to, because a lot of times I even get to say that there'll be certain situations and certain people I'm just getting tired of looking at and I'm ready to get the hell on, but I can't rush the process of when it's going to be on divine time, because whatever's for you is going to be for you, no matter what somebody says, what anybody's opinions on you. You know, if somebody tries to block you, that's fine. Somebody try to throw you off, they ain't messing with you, they messing with God, and that's not somebody you want to mess with. You know, God don't bless no mess. Don't expect you to sit up here and intervene on somebody else's blessing and thinking you're, you supposed to get your blessings. God don't work like that. He'll make you think you got an upper hand and, snatch that goddamn rug up under you and you be all shook and confused. But you're allowing yourselves to go through these situations by not consuming them, but what you can learn from that, allowing yourself to love yourself first. Because a lot of times we be placing ourselves in a situation where we give more love to a person, they ain't even paying us no never mind. You giving love to somebody who putting love in her, and her, or him, and him. And we do that, and we're trying to understand, what can I do to make them love me? What can I do for them to treat me right? What can I do to make them see that I care? You can't make nobody see something that they blind to within themselves. That you can't make somebody love you that don't love love yourself. A lot of times these side men and these side women get all happy and their heads feel because they don't up and took a female or a dude away from another person. You can't build with somebody you took from somebody else. And if you see how he did her, you see how he did him, don't think that they ain't gonna do the same thing to you. A lot of times I remember I used to get big-headed back in the day when I was in high school. That stuff, I think that's very unattractive. Very unattractive. I don't like anybody playing mind games with somebody, because a lot of times you can pick that wrong one that ain't got nothing to lose, and that's it. Because people like playing with mental health people, and there's a lot of things that's going on where it's educating you. And a lot of times we don't see that lesson until it's too late. But then when it starts reoccurring, you'll notice that the signs is reminding you of certain situation that you have been, in contact with. And when you have gone through so many different things, you start to think different, you start to focus different, you start to move different, you start to detach different. And a lot of times we have to be able to allow ourselves, main thing, detach from expectations, your inhibitions, all those different things. Because when you expect a certain sequence, a certain chapter in your life, a certain road is supposed to be a certain way, or a person is supposed to treat you a certain way, you get disappointed if it don't work out that way. But when they show you, just like I said the other day, what you're not enjoying what you have to change what you're giving. Because if somebody, you giving all that love to somebody and they ain't even giving you the time of day, that's when you got to go ahead and exit yourself out that equation and appreciate what they did. Because now that situation, when people leave each other and be breaking up and stuff like that, some people really hope the best for that person. But there's a lot of people that hope they can just make that woman or that man, and make sure they go crazy over that person, or just see how they act. Because a lot of people feed off on that, and a lot of times we do things like, oh, I'm gonna say this to make him mad, or I'm gonna say this to make him jealous. When somebody's out your life, allow them to leave out your life. When let that person be somebody else's headache while God is working on you to be somebody's blessing. Those are the situations you were in to place in your life to be able to grow. If you have been in a relationship where you gave more love to that person than you gave to yourself, that situation was showing you that the love you give them, put that in yourself. And when you're allowing yourself to heal, you're allowing yourself to know what you're going to accept, what you're not going to accept, what things you can adjust to, what you're going to sacrifice, and how you want to be treated, and what you expected out of that person, because you're doing the same thing and y'all are as a team, not competition. Oh, you best and good. Because a lot of times, people want to be married just to say they're married, and you end up being placed with a person that you were probably like for a good 5 minutes, and next thing you know, they a whole different person after you done married them. That's why they always tell you, get a chance to know somebody, see them when they get mad, how they treat their mama, how they treat their baby mama, how they treat their baby daddy. You're finding out all these different things about people. You have to be very, very, very strong on that time of your mental health, because that's all you got. When you lose that, you just stuck. This is your time. Place those boundaries up. If people don't know how to stop at that boundary, exit them out the door. Because a lot of times you'll be in situations where you'll say a certain thing and you're being assertive about it, and they'll try to find any kind of way around that. That means that they're disregarding and not respecting you. And they don't appreciate that boundary. So if they're not appreciating you, they don't need to even be in the same air that you're breathing. But allow yourself to separate. Don't be repetitive. You only should say that one time. One time. If you don't feel like, there's somebody want to ask you a question and you feel that's way too personal, I will tell people it's way too personal, because people are asking me some stuff that didn't even make any difference. I'm like, what does these questions about me being married and not married, how many kids I got, what does this got to do with your growth? Not a daggone thing. So I'm just trying to really understand, what is the importance to you about what sun I have, what moon I have, what star I'm on, and what I'm claiming or what I'm repping. What is that of purpose to you? Because a lot of times people come in your life, it ain't even just to be your friend. It's about to see what they can know about you. One person can carry a bone, and I guarantee you they'll take one back. If somebody can tell you about everybody's business, I guarantee you they're going to take it back and be telling everybody business. All these experiences is teaching you how to move within yourself, grow within yourself. What enlightenment did you receive from every person or every situation you came into contact with? Because that's what we're doing right now. When you're almost close to that manifestation, stuff is going to really get rocky, and it's going to rock the heck out of you. There are going to be sometimes speed bumps all the way around, just to see how you're going to respond to them. Just to see how you're going to respond to them. And a lot of times it was just like things will happen and I don't even say nothing. And I'm proud of myself for that, because a lot of times I'm that type of person. I got to have the last, middle, and second word. You say it again, say it again. What you say? I'm that type of person. Now I'm just like, you talking to me, huh? Oh, you still standing there? I will act like you are non-existent to me. I'm glad, because I went through these situations, because it's like, even if time exists, don't allow whatever you're doing to be wasted on something that's no need to. Allow yourself to observe. Allow yourself to learn the lessons that's being brought to you. Everything that's hurting you is supposed to be there to teach you. It's allowing you to be a better person and becoming in alignment with what you're asking for. And a lot of times you have to be able to see that as everything is a test, just to see if you're ready to be, coming into contact with more than you even expected. So when you have that time where you really need to recharge, turn your phone off. Don't answer the phone. Don't answer texts. Don't ask the DMs. Allow yourself to even take a couple of days off from even social media. Even there's days that I don't even be on there half the time if I'm not giving, putting down no podcast or IG story or YouTube. And it's not like I'm being mean when I don't sit up here and see notifications. I just don't live on social media like that. I give myself a break, because sometimes that could be a little bit too much. But allow yourself to take that time out for you. If you don't support you, nobody will. You have to be your main concern. You have to be your own cheerleader, your show of support, all those different things. And then when you're learning these lessons and allowing yourself to heal from these experiences, you got to be placed in a situation that if it don't even come, it ain't adding to you, you need to subtract. If you can't respect me, bye. Good riddance. Love them from a distance. If people can't love you, love them from a distance. You have to be able to do that. Put yourself as first priority. You have to have your mental health. You have to take time for self-care. You have to go through those breathing moments, especially if you are that type of person that have panic attacks. You have to be able to do that breathing exercise. I had to tell myself, when you go through that breathing exercise, go between 3 and 5 things that you are grateful for, what you're trying to work on, and what you're glad that has moved out of your life and moved out of your life and moved into your life. When you're working on yourself, you don't know why these experiences taking place and where it's going to take you. So allow yourself to make sure you put your mental health first. I would love to give a post notification shout out to let me see, Christiana Liliana Silva and Carlos de Garza Chavez. Much love to you as well. Welcome to the fam. If you're new, welcome. If not, good. Welcome to you. It's good to hear from you. Good to see you. Well, you good to see me. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Drop me a line. I leave all my contact information at the bottom. I hope y'all have a blessed, prosperous week and be responsible and safe for everything you do. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love. Peace. Wow.